In the deep blue waters of the Atlantic and Pacific, a battle rages on. One that tests the strength, patience, and skill of even the most experienced fishermen. This is the ultimate tuna battle, where anglers face off against monster bluefin tuna weighing over 1,000 pounds. But how do they do it? What techniques, gear, and strategies do they use to bring these giants aboard? Let's dive into the world of extreme tuna fishing and discover the secrets behind reeling in these oceanic titans. 1. Understanding the giant. Bluefin tuna. 1.1. The power and speed of bluefin tuna. The bluefin tuna is one of the most powerful fish in the ocean. It can grow over 10 feet long and weigh more than half a ton. With a torpedo-shaped body designed for speed, this fish can reach speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. Reeling one in is like trying to stop a speeding car with a fishing line. 1.2. The value of bluefin tuna. Beyond their raw power, bluefin tuna are highly valuable. In Japan, a single fish can sell for over $1 million at auction, making them one of the most prized catches in the world. This high value fuels intense competition among fishermen, leading to daring and dangerous battles at sea. 1.3. Where are these giants found? Bluefin tuna roam the world's oceans, but the best places to find the real giants are the North Atlantic, off the coast of Nova Scotia and New England, and the Pacific near Japan. These waters are their feeding grounds, where they bulk up on smaller fish before making their epic migrations. 2. The preparation. Gearing up for the ultimate battle. 2.1. The right boat for the job. Tuna fishing isn't for the faint of heart, and neither is the boat needed for the job. Fishermen use strong, stable vessels equipped with radar, sonar, and powerful engines to track and chase these fast-moving fish across the open ocean. 2.2. Heavy-duty fishing gear. Ordinary fishing rods won't cut it. Tuna fishermen use specialized gear, including heavy-duty rods, high-capacity reels, and fishing lines that can withstand over 200 pounds of pressure. These are designed to handle the extreme power of 1,000-pound fish fighting for its life. 2.3. The bait and lures that work best. Bluefin tuna have a refined palate. The best bait includes live mackerel, herring, and squid. Some fishermen also use artificial lures that mimic the movement of real prey to attract these massive fish. 3. The chase. Tracking and hooking a monster tuna. 3.1. Spotting the fish. The first step in the battle is finding the fish. Fishermen look for jumping schools of baitfish, diving seabirds, or even breaking waves caused by tuna hunting near the surface. Advanced sonar helps locate the fish even in deep waters. 3.2. The perfect hook set. Once a bluefin takes the bait, the real fight begins. Setting the hook properly is crucial. A weak hook set, and the fish will spit it out. A strong hook set means a battle that could last for hours. 4. The fight. Battling a 1,000-pound beast. 4.1. The strength test. Narrator. Hooking a tuna is just the beginning. These fish don't give up easily. They dive deep, make sudden runs, and thrash violently. The fight can last anywhere from 30 minutes to over 6 hours, depending on the size of the fish and the skill of the angler. 4.2. The role of teamwork. Tuna battles aren't solo affairs. The entire crew plays a role. The boat captain maneuvers the vessel to keep the fish from running too far, while deckhands assist in keeping the line from breaking. 4.3. The final moments. As the tuna tires, the angler must stay focused. One wrong move, and the fish could escape at the last second. Using controlled reeling and slow, steady movements, the fisherman brings the tuna closer and closer to the boat. 5. The catch. Landing the giant tuna. 5.1. Using the harpoon or gaff. Narrator. The final step is securing the fish. A harpoon or gaff is used to pierce the tuna and pull it aboard. But even at this stage, a powerful fish can still escape if not handled carefully. 5.2. Weighing and measuring the catch. Once on board, the tuna is weighed and measured. A record-breaking catch can bring fame and fortune to the lucky angler. 5.3. Preserving the quality. For tuna to be sold at top value, proper handling is key. Fishermen immediately ice the fish to maintain freshness, ensuring the highest price at market. 6. The danger factor. Risks of tuna fishing. 6.1. The physical toll on fishermen. Tuna fishing is not just about skill, it's a physical battle. Reeling a 1,000-pound fish can take hours, putting immense strain on a fisherman's arms, back, and legs. Some use harnesses and fighting belts to reduce fatigue, but even the strongest anglers feel the burn. 6.2 Boat stability and rough seas. Battling a giant tuna often means fighting harsh ocean conditions. High winds and choppy waves make the job even more challenging. Many fishermen have lost their balance and even fallen overboard while trying to land these giants. 6.3 Line breaks and equipment failure. Fishing gear, no matter how strong, can sometimes fail. A snapped line, a bent hook, or a jammed reel can mean the difference between landing a record-breaking tuna and watching it disappear into the deep. 6.4 The risk of injury. Even after being reeled in, a tuna can be dangerous. A fish of this size can still thrash and cause serious injury. Fishermen have been knocked over, hit by powerful tails, and even suffered broken bones while trying to secure their catch. 7. The economic impact of giant tuna fishing. 7.1 The high market value of bluefin tuna. Catching a 1,000-pound bluefin isn't just about bragging rights. It's big business. A single fish can fetch hundreds of thousands of dollars, especially in Japan, where bluefin tuna is a prized ingredient for sushi and sashimi. 7.2 The global tuna trade. Once caught, giant tuna are quickly transported to markets across the globe. Japan is the biggest buyer, but high-end restaurants in the US, Europe, and China also pay top dollar for premium-grade tuna. 7.3 Fishing tournaments and prize money. Big game fishing tournaments offer another way to profit from tuna fishing. Events like the Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament and Wicked Tuna competitions offer huge cash prizes for the largest catch. 7.4 The job industry behind tuna fishing. The tuna industry isn't just about fishermen. Boat builders, tackle manufacturers, seafood processors, and transporters all rely on the multi-billion-dollar tuna trade to make a living. 8. Conservation and sustainability. The future of tuna fishing. 8.1 Overfishing concerns. Bluefin tuna populations have been declining due to overfishing. Decades of high demand have pushed these majestic fish toward endangered status in some regions. 8.2 Regulations and quotas. To protect bluefin tuna, strict fishing quotas have been put in place. Organizations like ICCAT, International Commission for the Conservation of Atlantic Tunas, monitor and regulate the number of tuna that can be caught each year. 8.3 The role of tag and release programs. Some fishermen participate in tag and release programs, where tuna are caught, tagged for research, and released. This helps scientists track migration patterns and ensure sustainable fishing practices. 8.4 The rise of sustainable tuna farming. To meet demand without harming wild populations, some companies are now farming bluefin tuna. These controlled environments allow for sustainable harvesting, while reducing pressure on ocean stocks. 9. The cultural significance of bluefin tuna. 9.1 The role of tuna in Japanese cuisine. Narrator. In Japan, bluefin tuna is not just food. It's an art. The best cuts, like otoro, fatty tuna, are prized delicacies in sushi and sashimi dishes, often served at the finest restaurants. 9.2 The tradition of tuna auctions. At places like Tokyo's Toyosta Market, early morning tuna auctions are a spectacle. Some of the best tuna are sold for jaw-dropping prices, making headlines worldwide. 9.3 Tuna in Western culture. Beyond sushi, bluefin tuna is also popular in the West, where it is grilled, seared, and served in high-end restaurants. The demand for premium tuna continues to grow across different cultures. 9.4 Tuna as a symbol of strength. For many fishermen, catching a giant tuna is more than just a payday. It's a symbol of their skill, endurance, and respect for the sea. 10. Legends and record-breaking tuna catches. 10.1 The biggest tuna ever caught. The largest bluefin tuna ever caught on record weighed 1,496 pounds. This monstrous fish was reeled in off the coast of Nova Scotia in 1979 and remains one of the most legendary catches in fishing history. 10.2 The most expensive tuna ever sold. In 2019, a single bluefin tuna was sold for an astonishing $3.1 million at a Tokyo auction. The buyer? Kiyoshi Kimura, a famous sushi restaurant owner who wanted the best quality fish for his customers. 10.3 Famous fishermen and their stories. Legendary fishermen like Captain Dave Marciano and Captain Tyler McLaughlin have made a name for themselves battling these giants. Their stories of near misses, brutal fights, and ultimate victories have inspired countless anglers around the world. 10.4. The future of record-breaking catches. With the right conditions and a bit of luck, we may one day see an even bigger tuna caught, one that could shatter all previous records. Who will be the next fisherman to reel in the ultimate tuna? 11. The role of technology in modern tuna fishing. 11.1. Sonar and fish-finding technology. Gone are the days when fishermen relied solely on instinct and experience. Today, high-tech sonar systems help locate tuna schools deep below the ocean's surface. These devices send sound waves that bounce off fish, allowing fishermen to track their movements with precision. 11.2. GPS and satellite tracking. Modern fishing vessels are equipped with GPS and satellite tracking, allowing fishermen to locate known tuna migration routes and hotspots. Some even use satellite data to study ocean temperatures and currents, predicting where tuna will appear next. 11.3. Electric reels and advanced rods. To combat the extreme power of a 1,000-pound tuna, some anglers use electric reels that provide additional power when reeling in. Meanwhile, high-tech carbon fiber rods offer flexibility and strength, reducing the chances of a snapped rod during a long battle. 11.4. Drones and aerial spotting. Some fishermen have taken their tactics to the skies. Literally, drones equipped with cameras help locate schools of tuna from above, providing a strategic advantage by identifying the best fishing zones before the boat even arrives. 12. Legendary tuna fishing locations around the world. 12.1. Nova Scotia, Canada, the land of giants. Off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada, some of the world's largest bluefin tuna have been caught. These frigid waters are home to tuna that can exceed 1,400 pounds, making it a prime destination for serious anglers. 12.2. Cape Cod, Massachusetts, America's tuna capital. Cape Cod is famous for its rich tuna population, attracting sport fishermen from around the world. The combination of deep waters and abundant bait fish makes it a prime location for catching monster bluefin. 12.3. The Mediterranean Sea, a historic tuna fishing ground. For centuries, the Mediterranean has been a key location for tuna fishing. Countries like Italy, Spain, and Greece have long histories of catching bluefin, often using traditional methods passed down for generations. 12.4. The Pacific Ocean, Japan's tuna hotspot. Japan's coastal waters, particularly around Okinawa and the Tsugaru Strait, are home to some of the most sought-after tuna in the world. Many of these fish are destined for high-end sushi markets, where they sell for staggering prices. 13. The cultural traditions and rituals of tuna fishermen. 13.1. The blessing of the boat. In many fishing communities, boats are blessed before a big trip. In places like Japan and Italy, fishermen hold ceremonies to seek good fortune, safety, and a bountiful catch. 13.2. Superstitions at sea. Tuna fishermen are known for their superstitions. One common belief is that bringing bananas on board is bad luck. Some also believe that whistling at sea can bring storms or scare away fish. 13.3. Traditional handline fishing in the Philippines. In the Philippines, some fishermen still practice handline fishing, a traditional method that involves catching tuna with a single fishing line and no rod. This method is more sustainable and requires immense skill and patience. 13.4. The art of tuna butchery in Japan. Once a tuna reaches the market, it undergoes a precise butchering process known as maguro keitai. Skilled experts carefully carve the fish, separating different cuts like otoro, fatty tuna, and akami, lean tuna, for sushi and sashimi. 14. Unforgettable tuna fishing battles. Stories from the deep. 14.1. The 10-hour struggle in the Gulf of Mexico. Narrator. In 2018, a group of fishermen in the Gulf of Mexico spent over 10 hours battling a bluefin tuna that refused to give up. The fish dragged the boat for miles before finally being reeled in, weighing an astonishing 1,200 pounds. 14.2. The monster tuna that snapped a rod in half. One angler recalls hooking a giant tuna off the coast of Portugal. As he fought the fish, the immense power of the tuna snapped his high-end rod in half. Despite the setback, he managed to land the fish using only the remaining half of his rod. 14.3. The fisherman who got pulled overboard. Off the coast of New Zealand, A fisherman hooked a giant tuna that pulled him right off the boat. Thankfully, his crew quickly pulled him back in, just in time to help land the 900-pound fish that nearly took him down. 14.4. The world record that stood for decades. In 1979, Ken Fraser set the world record for the largest bluefin tuna ever caught, minus 1,496 pounds. Decades later, no one has been able to surpass this legendary catch, proving just how rare these giants truly are. 15. The future of tuna fishing. What's next? 15.1. The rise of AI in tuna fishing. Artificial intelligence is making its way into the fishing industry. AI-powered sonar can now detect tuna with even greater accuracy, while machine learning algorithms predict the best fishing spots based on past data. 15.2. The push for 100% sustainable tuna fishing. With concerns about overfishing, more companies are committing to 100% sustainable tuna fishing. This includes strict quotas, improved farming techniques, and better tracking of fish populations to prevent depletion. 15.3. The potential for bigger tuna records. Will we ever see a tuna bigger than 1,500 pounds? Some believe that, with improved fishing gear and better tracking methods, the world record may one day be broken. 15.4. The next generation of tuna fishermen. As older fishermen pass down their knowledge, a new generation is taking up the challenge. With a mix of traditional skills and modern technology, the future of tuna fishing remains as exciting as ever. Conclusion. The unending battle between man and tuna. For centuries, the pursuit of giant tuna has been more than just a profession. It has been a test of strength, endurance, and respect for nature. From traditional handline fishing to today's high-tech methods using sonar and electric reels, fishermen have continually adapted, always seeking the next big catch. The chase is relentless. The fight is exhausting, and yet, the thrill of landing a 1,000-pound tuna keeps them returning to the sea, time and time again. Tuna are among the strongest and fastest fish in the ocean, reaching speeds of over 40 miles per hour and diving deep to evade capture. These incredible creatures are not just prey. They are warriors of the deep, capable of battling fishermen for hours. The difference between victory and failure in tuna fishing is often razor thin. One snapped line, a faulty reel, or a moment of hesitation can mean the loss of a once-in-a-lifetime catch. The struggle to reel in a giant bluefin is as much a mental challenge as it is a physical one, demanding patience, resilience, and an unwavering determination to succeed. Yet, for those who triumph, the rewards are immense. A single bluefin tuna can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, with the most prized fish fetching millions at auctions in Japan. But beyond the financial gain, catching a monster tuna is a symbol of achievement, a badge of honor among fishermen. It represents a battle fought and won against one of the ocean's most formidable creatures. It is a moment of triumph, one that etches itself into the memories of those lucky enough to experience it. However, the pursuit of these giants comes with responsibility. Decades of overfishing have placed immense pressure on tuna populations, and without proper conservation efforts, these magnificent fish could become a thing of the past. Regulations, quotas, and sustainable fishing practices are now more important than ever, ensuring that future generations will still have the opportunity to engage in this ultimate battle. Fishermen, conservationists, and scientists are working together to strike a balance, preserving tuna stocks while maintaining the livelihoods of those who depend on them. The future of tuna fishing lies in the intersection of tradition and innovation. With AI-driven sonar, satellite tracking, and sustainable farming, the industry is evolving, offering new ways to fish responsibly, while preserving the bluefin tuna for generations to come. Younger fishermen are inheriting not only the skills of their ancestors, but also the responsibility to protect the ocean and its resources. Whether in the icy waters of Nova Scotia, the deep blue of the Mediterranean, or the legendary tuna markets of Tokyo, one thing remains unchanged. The hunt for the ultimate tuna will never truly end. As long as these powerful fish roam the oceans, there will always be fishermen ready to take on the challenge, to battle the waves, and to fight for their place in the ever-growing legend of the sea.